Find out more about this. So let me go to the phones here. Warren, welcome to KB Wire. Thanks so much for calling. You're on with Debbie Brown, the Republican Party chair.
Yes, I think you're being too vague in not really identifying who is creating these problems. I've been hearing all these stories for quite a while now, and I hear terms like old guard, but I don't know who we're dealing with. She's the chairman. Russ Millett was the chairman. Who in the world is overriding them? And for the vast majority of people who vote for Republican candidates, how can we get a clearer picture than the little bit of time you have on the air? And what can we do? Because at this point, I'm losing such confidence in the Republican Party, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to feel like I do. I can't vote Democrat, and now I can't vote Republican. We split the Republican and we split the conservative vote, and then we have Democrats take over the state. Let's identify who's doing all this.
Well, I'll read the names. I think it's public information anyway. Mm-hmm. We essentially have an elected national committee man. He was elected again. His name is Ralph Seekins. He's from up north. We have a national committee woman on this. This is the roster now of the executive committee of the Republican Party.
Who voted to remove Russ Millett, and now they're trying to put irrational and unfounded claims on you.
And I cannot verify. You see, when they actually vote, it's closed door.
They're in the executive committee, so you don't know which of these people. Here's my question.
This is important, though. I can't. Okay. I should really read this list, Glenn, because otherwise it would be unfair to just read Ralph's name.
All right.
Ralph Seekins, Debbie Jocelyn, Alice Loita. These are elected individuals, and some of the rest of these are appointed. So Mr. Glenn Clary is an appointed person. Frank McQuarrie is an appointed person. We have some regional representatives, and these are typically elected at their regional level by the district people. Becca Zerbst, Rex Shattuck. Peter Goldberg is now the vice chairman. He used to be a regional representative, but he's been moved into the vice chairmanship spot. So he is a member of the executive committee. Mr. Steve Straight, Bruce Schulte, Mike Tarianen, Paulette Simpson. We have a state House representative. We have one state senator. We have a representative from the Alaska Federation of Republican Women, and that woman's name is Rhonda Boyles. She's from up north in Alaska. We have some non-voting members that talk about things, but they're non-voting. And so we have Miss Pam Ragor.
So you laid out who the people are on this committee. The thing is, who are they? They are people who we're not really sure what they're protecting, but they reject the vote of the state convention who elected you as chair or as vice chair, and then you were moved in as chair.
Well,
but the more important question that he asked is, what can you do about it? And I really think, and I'm going to do this weekend, they've shut the website down, so we can't give money there, but we can send in a check, $20, $50, $100. Put a note on it, and here is the address. I know it seems strange because the party's in disarray, but you have to realize organizationally, when you make an action when something is in disarray, you have a much greater effect than if you take the same action when things seem very calm. This is the time, funnily enough, oddly enough, strangely enough, to give $20 or $50 or $100 to the party on your behalf.
Yes.
1001 West Fireweed Lane, Anchorage, Alaska, 99503. That is the Republican Party headquarters. One more time. 1001 West Fireweed Lane, 99503. I'm going to give some money, and I want to see whether or not. Look, we have to move past this. We have much larger battles to fight. You are a great representative of somebody who's well organized, who's highly qualified, who I trust. So I just want people out there to know I'm going to do something.
And
you could do
plans.
It too. 1001 West Fireweed Lane. If you, and you'll have your public forum. if people could understand how much work you have done, I mean, just thousands of hours of effort on behalf of Republicans, fundraising, organizing, getting people elected, working with elected officials, working within the party, people could not question whether or not the party would be in good hands with you leading it.
If people knew about my track record on the Kenai Peninsula and on statewide races and federal races for all these years since the 70s, they would have confidence in me and they wouldn't be concerned, oh yeah, Debbie hasn't raised that much money in the last 5 weeks. Well, that's because she has been blocked at every right and left.
Debbie, Bernie's got a great question here about Lisa Murkowski and about what is the function of the party and what is the function of the voter, and that has to be clarified. I think it has to be clarified a lot here, but I'm looking forward. Bernie, stay on the line. Ken, you too. Be right back. The Glen Biegel program continues. Stay tuned.